Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, what a move. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Move, move, move.
Now Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go, team, still. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Alpha.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Block it.
This is Geis. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Martinez. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Martinez. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Delta. Mike, 53. Mike. Here it comes. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
To throw is Martinez. Operating from the gun. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Mike 35. You can't, man. Alert. 35 to Mike. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Mike 35. Boy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back to throw. Martinez. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Martinez now off the play fake. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Strip that ball. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And he finds McLaurin. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 60, Pittsburgh. Wow. Defense, keep it up, guys. Check. Hard. 32, 66.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First down, here's White. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Here's Trubisky, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Geis. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Exit.
Here's Martinez on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Silver. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Now Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. here on third. Martinez operating from the gun. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
A loss of 2.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Gilbert. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Trubisky to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Martinez. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Martinez. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18, David. Now. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
25.
Operating from the gun, Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Martinez. It's Hill, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 15. Lock it. Switch. Slam. Check.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Kill.
Martinez now. From the gun, he'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 4-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Trubisky to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Martinez. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Geis with a carry on second down. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
I got one. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Yes! Cross the pass. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Ready, go.
Here's Martinez on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped.
And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a run with Geis. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They come out here in the I. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Martinez escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st down, Chicago.
Trubisky now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Martinez, operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep open, and this is caught inside the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, often...
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Redskins D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
35. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Go. 35's the mic. Go. Ran. 35. Your track. 35's the mic. Come on.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
We got three.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Going up top. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel. 72 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run with Geis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Martinez from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I got it. 53's the mark.
To throw is Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground game now with Geis. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Martinez looking left side. That's caught by Moore. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Martinez now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find his running back, Geis. 20! And they move this all the way down to the 9. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Geis, they'll try to run it. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Again, Geis, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They run with Geis, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.